I hope everyone is staying safe and washing your hands and taking care of yourselves. I have another book to recommend for you that I just finished that was just beautiful. That book is The Beautiful by Renee Ahdieh. If you like Anne Rice, if you liked Twilight, if you like a little bit of murder, a little bit of mystery, a little bit of horror, a little bit of drama, this is for you. It was so, so good. And Renee Ahdieh is just the queen of world building because the way she describes everything going on, it was just fantastic and I loved it. So our main character is Celine, and Celine was originally living in Paris where she was a dressmaker. And something terrible happens to Celine. And because of it, she jumps on a boat and comes over to America, where she lands in New Orleans. And she settles at a convent with nuns who are going to help her find a husband. And she makes friends quick. And her first friend is a girl named Pippa. Well, she and Pippa are working one day and they're selling things to raise money sorry, that was the book, for the convent. And they find that Celine makes beautiful scarves and she sells some of those scarves to a woman named Odette. And Odette needs a dress or gown made for a masquerade that they're going to have. And so Odette learns that Celine was a dressmaker and that she has some beautiful work that she can do. And so Odette invites Celine to come and take her measurements. Well, when Celine goes and she takes Pippa with her, a murder happens. And it's one of the girls from the convent. And so, of course, Celine is helpful and she wants to find out why this happened. And she sees that it was some type of monster that murders the friend. So as it goes on, we learn that there are these murders happening in New Orleans and that a monster is the one that is doing the killing. And as the book goes on, there are these interludes where we're hearing from the monster. And it doesn't take long to assume that the monster is a vampire. Now, what I really, really like about this book and the way Renee Ahdieh makes it play out is that the vampire is very different from a vampire that I've encountered before in any other book, because it is aware that it's a vampire, and it kind of tells the story of how Renee Ahdieh says vampires came into being. And it was really, really cool, and I really liked it. The book did kind of drag a little bit in the middle, but once we start figuring out about how Celine is going to get how to catch the murderer, it keeps going, and it's really, really good. And of course there's a love interest named Sebastian, and we call him Bastion. And Bastion is rich and powerful, and his uncle owns like all of New Orleans, and of course he wants to be involved. Actually, he does not want to be involved with Celine. They hate each other, but you know that they're drawn together and they want to work together to find out who is murdering the people of New Orleans. And of course, there's some tricks and some treats and all kinds of crazy things. It was really, really good. The only thing I didn't like was like on the last 2 pages where something crazy happens. You are suddenly introduced to another character that we didn't know much about, and it's like in and out, gone. Never mentioned again, because then the book ends, leaves you on a complete cliffhanger. So there's that. But it was just so beautiful, and the way Renee Ahdieh just builds New Orleans for you. You can literally smell the foods and feel the dresses and the textures and see the way she is describing the places and everything that she's talking about. It was just amazing, and I loved it. So I hope that you enjoyed. I've already pre-ordered the second one, which is called The Damned. I don't remember when it's going to come out, but I am ready for it. So that is The Beautiful by Renee Ahdieh. I read both the print version and the ebook version that I got from Austin Public Library. That is also in my school's Mac and Via. And I hope that you get to read it too. Bye. Stay safe.